20 points for the New Zealand international.
Frankston 71-46.
Shot from behind the backboard almost went. Hamilton to Roberts, so she could go one-on-one for a moment, but Dolliver's help defence has been brilliant.
Yeah, they're doubling down. Every time the ball goes in, they're doubling down from the weak side and really make it hard, because Trina likes to turn to her right, and every time she's turning there's a player there to bump bodies with her, so that's why she's been forced to pass the ball off a few times.
That's good play there from Hamilton and Brennan. Well, which one of us is going to shoot the three? That's what it looked like there.
Good pressure there in the turnover, so if they can force a few turnovers and start to make some baskets. Basketball has a real way of changing tempos. Scores can come down very quickly. Just shuffled the feet there a little bit quick.
Yes, the 19-year-old Harris has been a little bit overawed so far in this grand final. 25-point lead. Make that 27? No. So Soski missing. That's a rarity. Away goes Hamilton. Nice pass there. Hit Brennan. Full stretch. All gates. Nowhere to go there. Oh, that's good play from Harris. She really threw herself in there and gets the pat on the back from her teammate Hamilton.
You can see the ball goes loose here. She dives on it. The player comes in away. Bumps her in the back.
Soski picks up her fourth foul. Not over yet for John Humble and his team. And maybe Marita Jackson's going to come in for Soski. That is the substitution.
I was saying before, Peter, like 25 points in it, but looking at the way the Townsville girls are approaching it, they're really getting after it. They're going to make Frankston earn every basket.
Trina Roberts has got just 8 points, 4 successful field goal attempts from 13. It's been the difference, and there's another turnover against Julia Harris.
Well, that's been a big point in this game, is Frankston's ability to play good, strong defence. They defended the post very well. They prepared themselves very well. Every time it's gone in, they've doubled down, and they forced a lot of the turnovers. .240 to go in the third quarter.
And every time they get the ball, there's plenty of time being run off the clock. And the time certainly the enemy. 25 points down for Townsville as Jackson drives in his foul.
Well, as a coach, that was absolutely picture perfect. They really worked the ball down. They had plenty of patience. You can see they skipped the basket. See how spread they are? And then they get to penetrate the gaps, get the foul.
Substitution for Townsville, 13.
When you have a lead like that, that's the way you really play, because you know they have to come out and get after you.
Marita Jackson, 60% free throw shooter in the Southern Conference this year. He's got 2 points in this game. That takes the lead out to 26 points. Del Magara's come back in to try and spark something. And it's just turnover after turnover at the moment. The uncommitted fans booing that one. They want Townsville to get back into this game.
Well, they've gone to a three-quarter court 1-2-2 zone press, back into man.
Brennan really thumping Wallace there. And in the bonus, it's going to be free throws for Emma Wallace. Nikki Allgate sits down, allowing Alison Walker back in. The other number 6 at the line. Wallace.
If John Humble's been teaching these girls how to shoot from the foul line, I think we should get him a job with some of the NBL teams, because their foul shooting has been very, very good.
Hamilton coming up short in this quarter. They've only managed 7 points, Townsville, while Frankston have scored 20. Dolliver over the top, stripped away there by Brennan. The ball's out off Jackson.
Certainly the bodies are going around everywhere, and any loose ball, they're diving and really getting after it.
As is always the case in these national finals, a lot of feeling. Neither team giving any quarter. Well, McFarlane goes sliding, is called for the foul.
Yeah, she felt she got across there, and picture here you can see. Yeah, that's one of the really tough calls in basketball for a referee to make, whether it's a charge or a block. And you know, sometimes they don't go the way.
No call is a good call.
Yeah, but usually in that situation when the ball goes and so on, the call has to be made.
And well, also McFarlane 5 fouls. She had a good second quarter though. Scored 6 points and picked up a bit of the slack after Ovsovsky and Humble were kept relatively quiet. She's going to watch now. 3-pointer from Brennan. She's only made 1 so far in this game. And it's now 1-on-1. And she has to back up. O'Reilly. Humble drives through the keyway. He's done very little wrong.
Very streetwise player. Really very efficient with what she's done. She's done a fantastic job defensively as well, not just at the offensive end.
Oh, good catch. Got up high there, Alison Walker. And a rare point in this half for the Sunbirds. They're forced to turnover. It's turned over back the other way inside the last 30 seconds, and Kathy Dolliver hasn't got up in a hurry. I don't think it's the left shoulder.
I think it's the knee, is it?
Given the left knee a bang.
Townsville with their 2-2-1 press there, really looking to try and come up with a turnover. You can see he goes down there, and she copped a bang in the knee from one of her own teammates. You can see the grimace on her face as she was on the floor.
She's just standing still. The right leg just slid backwards. And she came down hard on the other one. So Frankston have all the time left on the game clock in this quarter, which you'd think they've put the game out of Townsville's reach, outscoring them 22 points to 9. Chance for Chelsea O'Reilly to show us some ball handling skills, and lost the handle. Who's going to shoot the last shot? Brennan off target. Walker flies in for the rebound. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. She wouldn't have got the shot off in time. Plenty of applause for the Victorian team here, the Frankston Blues. Something very much out of the ordinary would have to happen here for them not to win their first national title, leading 76-48.
You can see there with the stats, field goal still 50% from the field. Frankston and Townsville's dropped off a little bit. Foul shooting also 83%, very good. Dominating the boards defensively and offensively. 23 turnovers from Townsville, way too many. She's very athletic.
Gara lets go a 3-pointer. In fact, that's the first 3-pointer she's attempted this season.
Fouls number 14 for Townsville.
And now with the team in the penalty. Trina Roberts picking up a 5th foul. There's more free throws to end this game. The last 5 minutes could be long. Ofsosky sitting down. Yeah. And some of the bench are going to be given a run now. The game, finally, John Humble has decided is in the bag. Virginia Amos, number 5, getting some court time. Farland rims out. Hamilton the rebound. A rare basket for Trina Roberts. She's now into double figures with her first 2-pointer of the half.
There they isolate her on the wing.
To the line for the bonus, the first 3-point play of the game coming up.
And that's what's going to happen to Townsville. But if you're going to gamble up the floor, you can see they get in the 2-on-1 situation. Strong basket using the backboard with some strong contact. But what's going to happen is if you're going to gamble up the floor, often at times you're going to maybe leave yourself susceptible to some fast break baskets at the other end.
And they're well and truly going to score over 100 points in this game, Frankston. They've averaged 69 per game this year, so they've saved the best for last. Roberts fouled by Humble. He doesn't want to acknowledge it.
Well, Frankston, they're a well-drilled team, so I can understand that you can see the ball gets into Trina here and Sue reaches in. She had good body position, but the hands definitely went onto the ball. But they're a well-disciplined team and they're patient. But in this game here where Townsville want to run and because they're behind, they're throwing up a lot of shots, well, the score is going to pick up. But Frankston have been very efficient with their shooting as tonight's game. Very good experience for Virginia Amos, a young player, and she'll gain a lot of confidence by being able to play in a CBA national final.
Jackson had a look at the 3-point shot.
There's the flex cut I was talking about all night. You can see get the ball in the strong, but they don't finish off this time.
Brennan comes away with it for Townsville. 3 3/4 minutes to go. The margin of victory is about all that's left to be decided here in this 97 season. The CBA will stay a winter competition with the Women's National Basketball League and the National Basketball League moving to summer. And I think that's a good move. It's a 12-month-a-year basketball. It'll give the CBA a little bit more prominence.
Yeah, it'll be very good. And you know, the CBA has been such a great feeding system for all the national competition, and it'll actually even, I think, make it better because it'll give even some of the players who are 9, 10, 11, 12 on some of the NBL teams, they'll be looking to play in some CBA teams. So I think it'll even make it stronger.
Vicky Frames now seeing some court time in the final, the number 15. As Churia's called for this foul. Taya Fishan, very popular, is Sue Humble. She gets a great round of applause sitting down with 21 points.
And they were 21 points, but played with a lot of class and a lot of streetwise, and they had a super game tonight. 14
rebounds as well. And Roberts, her opponent, only got 12 points, or has at this stage. Nell Magara, well,
showed some good skills though, like she went the other way and player was there, the idea was right.
Could have played the jump hook perhaps, but tried to selfishly pass the ball off.
Lindsay Gaze has a great saying with something like that, especially with an offensive situation. Everything was done right, but it didn't work out. It's like operation successful, but the patient died. Yeah. And it's a thing that's stuck in my mind, which I use in my coaching as well.
Opportunity here for Danielle Stewart to play some defence on Trina Roberts.
So some good ball handling skills there, some good dribbling skills.
Well, Roberts was late arriving on the scene there. She was doing up a shoelace, but she intercepted the pass. Missing on the drive, Linda Hamilton.
I really like this about the Townsville team. I mean, like 2 minutes 30 to go, and they're really pushing it out and they're playing hard. You can see here, the ball here, they're pushing down the floor. Dribbling strong with the left hand, gets pushed in the back and the foul. Gets to the hole. She's going to shoot two shots.
And Julia Harris.
Feeling a bit tired there too.
Well, Hamilton, substitute point guard, has had to play a lot of minutes in this game with Sue Ainsbury fouling out. And she's shown a great desire, a will to take it right at the Frankston Blues.
She's going to be subbed out.
And that allows Christine Arena, in the arena, to get a feel of this court. And some low fives for Hamilton as she sits down with 8 points to a name. Rebounding-wise, Gordy, Townsville haven't been embarrassed.
No, they haven't, because Frankston is a tall team that rebound well. They get a good offensive rebounding triangle going. Townsville's battled hard, but just the size and has paid its toll.
Arena trying a lob pass in there to Turia, and intercepting was Olivia Frame. So every player has seen court time in this final.
She read that very well and got a piece of it and knocked it out of bounds.
In fact, the Frames are two of triplets. The other triplet doesn't play basketball. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's a bit unusual, isn't it?
I think it'd be one in, all in, but she's decided to be an individual as Turia is fouled and goes to the free throw line.
You can see here, probably a bit lucky to get away maybe with the push off there, but she's going to get to the line. It would have been good in the 3-on-3 competition.
Turia has had a pretty quiet night. Just one field goal and 2 free throws.
Back to man now for the Townsville Sunbirds.
Minute 40 to go. The three-pointer goes, big shot. Virginia Amos, make sure that it's out over 30 points.
Well, it's going right for you, it's going right for you. Well, there'll be one national championship that won't be going north of the border.
Yes. That's very true. It's the first appearance by a Northern Conference team in the women's final, so you've got to crawl before you can walk.
Oh yeah, and they've worked very hard. And they've put 7 good wins together on the trot. They've really worked very hard in tonight's game, and they've just been beaten by a better team on the day.
Yeah, no doubt. I think that Frankston are the best women's team in the country. They won the South Conference final by a whopping 17 points against Kilsyth. And they're going to win this national final by a bigger margin. 30 points the difference now as Roberts is scoring some late points.
No, I think the word to use, their team, is really a good way to explain exactly the way they play.
A minute to go.
Can they get 100 Frankston? I think that's what the crowd would like to see. Nice little play here.
There's travel. That's been a story of the night for Townsville. 28 turnovers to 16.
And you can contribute a lot of that to Frankston's defence. I mean, some of it has been poor decision making on the players, but a lot of it has also been that constant pressure that they've been able to put on.
Well, I don't know. They might get one more chance to score the 100. Inside the last 45 seconds. Calling the plays, Christine Arena. Frankston working hard for a turnover. These bench players are playing like the grand final depended on it at the moment.
I think the referees might have put the whistles away a little bit here to finish the game.
Turia misses with the three-pointer.
She hasn't had a great night tonight scoring, but she's a very good athlete. She's got some good skills, a lot of potential there, and hope she really sticks at it, because I think she could turn into a very good player.
17.7 seconds to go for Frankston to bring up the ton. And they're just keeping the lid on it on the bench there, but the clenched fists signified it's about to be punched into the air for Julia Osowski.
There's some very happy girls there who've worked very, very hard all year for this result, and it's been well deserved too.
And unfortunately, Virginia Amos travels, so you'd think the last shot of the game will be Townsville's.
One of the things that, you know, the players playing on the court now probably haven't played a whole lot of minutes during the year, but their contribution during practice and at practice and the rest of the thing plays a very, very big part in the overall success of the team. And a lot of people forget how important every member in the team is. And they're only young players, and their time will come, especially playing behind some of the senior players that they're playing with. They've got some pretty good teachers there in front of them.
Christina Arena's only scored 4 points this season. I wonder if she can make this final free throw. And that's cut it to under 30 points. 29 the difference.
Here's their chance.
Yes. It's a... no! Misses the easy layup. Olivia Frey. But a comprehensive performance from the Frankston Blues to take the 1997 national title. They outscored Townsville in every quarter to win it by 29. Townsville their first time to the national finals. I'm sure it won't be their last. A game performance, but John Humble.
See a good, happy look on his face. He's worked very hard. The girls are up for the net.
Yes, they've wasted no time. Kathy Dolliver getting up there with the scissors first. This is a ritual, of course, after any championship. And Frankston certainly deserved this one. And they're named for the first time on the national trophy, having been runners-up to Knox back in 1994.
See the stats here. Frankston dropped off a little bit there towards the end there with their field goal percentage, but still played a very good game in that department. Their three-point shooting was respectable. Foul shooting, 81% from the foul line is excellent. They dominated the rebounds, and that had a big influence on the game with their size. Turnovers, 28 turnovers to 18. Too many turnovers for Townsville, but that was scores from the Frankston's defence. And you can see another thing that epitomised the teamwork of the Frankston team, 15 assists there.
Who do you reckon MVP? Humble?
Yes, I think for the overall game, I think for me, Sue Humble was very, very good at both ends of the floor. But it's a very good team performance. But in a very good team performance, I really feel that she was the outstanding player on the court.
Well, that made 12 wins on end for the Frankston Blues. I don't think they could have won the grand final in any better style than that. And the game MVP, I don't think there were too many doubts about Sue Humble getting the silverware, or in fact the crystal. Congratulations, Sue.
Thank you. It's just a great team effort. I couldn't have done it myself. And this year we've just been the best team on the court. And if someone isn't doing the job, someone else steps up, and that's just been fantastic. It's been a great year.
Did that team camaraderie build up from the rocky start? I mean, back in October, it didn't even look like there would be a women's team at Frankston this year.
I think it's probably helped us a lot. The girls have been together for so long now that we all know each other and we've all stuck together the whole time. But I think it's really sort of boosted us on. It's sort of really helped us. We just wanted it more.
What about coming into this grand final? You had to score, but you also had to keep their gun, Trina Roberts, quiet. 8 points in 3 quarters from her. You'd be delighted with your offensive game, but defensively, is that what really puts the icing on the cake for you?
Well, if we didn't do it defensively, we weren't going to do it offensively. So I knew I had a job to do. John had spoken to me before the game, and hopefully I did it. I think I did it all right, but I mean, you can't stop just one player all the time. The other players have to stop everyone else as well. And you know, we've got a great team, and that's what wins games.
And I think thinking back to '93 when you won the CBA title before the Northern Conference was even in for women, you won the MVP that game as well.
I don't think I actually won the MVP. I can't remember. I don't think I did.
It's 4 years ago. It's a long time, but I know you played a big part in it. So, well, you've got to do 2 in a row now in season 1998.
Oh, yeah, I hope the girls do, but I'm retiring.
You are? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're pulling the pin on it.
Yeah.
Well, what a fabulous way to end it all.
It is terrific. Yep. That's really good.
Well, it's going to be a big celebration tonight, no
I'd
doubt.
say so.
Good on you. Sue Humble,
pretty fired up.
Nee Barton, fantastic career, and what a brilliant finish to it. MVP in the grand final victory. Well done.
Thanks.
Well, Gordy McLeod.
Thank you.
It was indeed a fitting way to finish for Sue and the whole team. Any final words on it?
Yeah, I think just watching the Frankston team play, they used class. They played very much as a team, both offensively and defensively. At the end of the day, that's why they won the national championship.
Yeah, a team victory. Congratulations to the Frankston Blues over a gallant Townsville Sunbirds. But for season 1997, that's it from the CBA National Finals from the arena in Geelong. On behalf of Gordy McLeod, our producer Alan Predmore, and Sue Humble, who's hanging around, she's going to have a big night of it. It's Peter G saying goodbye from Geelong.
No, not favoured by the bounce. Pachoni, Port Melbourne now, he can run. He's told to run. Kick it into the pocket. Oh, Bailey, yeah, they've got that one. That was a goal. Banfield holds it up brilliantly. Oh, gee, there were some thrilling moments there. And I think they approve.
Of what?
Of the free kick.
Goodale is loose and half back. Port lead by 4 points. They've turned it around. 9 points down at quarter time. Clousie ran into Livingston, who tried to push it back through the legs, tunnel ball style.
That was really slack by Goodale then. That kick wasn't on the left foot. Really slack. The coach would not be happy, Johnny Murphy, with that. And a great opportunity to set it up.
Umpire Framano to bounce in front of the Box Hill rooms. Badrock goes up. Greg chips it towards Trewella. Good spoil by McNamara. Very strong with the punch. Edwards. Trewella again using his body.
Really well, Ross.
Yes.
You're right. He's done a couple of very good smothers and bumps. That's good to see from Mark Trewella. That's what you need from one of your key forwards, at centre forward in particular.
Well, the throw-in was short again, and Bowden read it well. Good work by Cheel. Kelly is quick. He runs. He got tripped.
Yes. Good call by the umpire there. Definite trip.
Kelly looking there for Weeding, and Weeding will be awarded the mark in front of Rome.
Tense moment for the Mustangs.
Very quick, the Port side. The high ball. Who's he looking for there? Sexton actually fisted it out. Dullard pushed off the ball. Zarafa slung. It's over the top to Johnson. Johnson's quick